You will not believe what just went down in the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta universe. Yandy went absolutely ballistic live on set, and what happened next has fans screaming, crying, and flooding social media like never before. Jasmine and Rasheeda, two of the fiercest stars of the show, found themselves trapped in a hidden war that nobody saw coming. Secrets, betrayals, and shocking confrontations that will change everything we thought we knew. Insiders are saying this fight started weeks ago behind closed doors, and now it has exploded for the world to see. Live footage shows Yandy attacking, emotions running wild, while Jasmine's and Rasheeda's reactions are nothing short of explosive. The tension, the rage, the tears, everything is on full display. And fans are already predicting fallout that could shake the entire cast to its core. Trust me, you cannot take your eyes off this dot. The tension on set had been simmering for weeks, but nobody expected it to erupt the way it did yesterday. Yandy, known for her no-nonsense attitude and fiery personality, had reached her breaking point. Whispers of secret conversations, hidden messages, and backstage betrayals had been circulating among cast members for days. Sources close to the set revealed that Jasmine had been feeding Rasheeda information about Yandy's personal life. And the fallout was finally about to explode. As cameras rolled, Yandy stormed into the main studio area, her face red with fury, hands shaking, and her eyes locked on the duo who had been at the center of her growing paranoia. Fans online had been speculating about the tension for weeks, and now the live footage confirmed every rumor they had imagined. Social media instantly lit up with clips of Yandy confronting Jasmine's and Rasheeda, shouting accusations that nobody could ignore. Insider leaks suggest that Yandy had uncovered a series of texts and voice notes exchanged between Jasmine and Rasheeda, discussing strategies to manipulate scenes, spread rumors, and even influence other cast members against her. The content of those messages, described by sources as explosive and career-threatening, is already making rounds online, and fans are reacting with shock, disbelief, and outrage that the confrontation started quietly, with Yandy demanding answers, her voice echoing across the studio. Jasmine's and Rasheeda tried to remain composed, exchanging quick glances and hushed whispers, but Yandy's anger was palpable. She accused them of orchestrating a hidden war meant to undermine her presence on the show, claiming that their actions went far beyond typical backstage drama. Eyewitnesses report that Yandy's words were sharp, calculated, and devastating, hitting both women in ways that viewers could feel even through the screen. It was clear this was personal. This was more than a foodit, was a full-blown attack on her integrity, her role on the show, and her relationships with other cast members. As Yandy's voice grew louder, the atmosphere became electric. Producers tried to intervene, stepping between the cast members, but the tension was too high. The cameras kept rolling, capturing every expression, every flinch, and every tear. Fans watching the live stream were horrified and fascinated, commenting non-stop. "This is insane," Yandy snapped. "Rasheeda and Jasmine are doomed, and this is the most savage fight in LHH history." The clip quickly began trending, with thousands sharing and dissecting every second of the interaction, speculating about the hidden messages that triggered such an explosive reaction. According to insiders, this confrontation was the climax of a series of events that had been building silently behind the scenes. Yandy had been receiving mixed signals for weeks, noticing inconsistencies in how Jasmine and Rasheeda treated her compared to other cast members. There were whispers about secret phone calls, staged scenes, and deliberate misinformation being spread to portray Yandy as unstable or overly aggressive. The discovery of these hidden tactics was like lighting a fuse. Yandy had tried to remain calm, but the evidence was overwhelming, and yesterday her patience ran out. The fight escalated quickly. Yandy, unable to contain her fury physically, approached Jasmine, her hand raised, and screamed accusations about lies, manipulation, and betrayal. Rasheeda stepped in to defend Jasmine, but Yandy's energy was unstoppable. The studio was filled with shouting, gasps, and chaos, all captured live on camera. Fans watching online couldn't believe the raw emotion, the high stakes, and the intensity. Clips of the fight circulated instantly, with hashtags trending worldwide. Hashtag Yandy attacks. Hashtag Hidden War. Hashtag LHH Live. Hashtag RASHEEDA explodes. Hashtag Jasmine exposed. Behind the scenes, producers and crew were scrambling. Sources revealed that security was called to step in, but they were hesitant to intervene directly, knowing that stopping Yandy burst could escalate things further. One insider described the scene as a powder keg ready to blow, and Yandy just lit the match. Meanwhile, other cast members, including Kirk and several supporting stars, watched from a distance, visibly shaken. Nobody knew how far Yandy would go, or if the confrontation would end without someone walking off set in tears or worse. Social media users quickly picked up on the drama. Screenshots of alleged texts between Jasmine and Rasheeda started circulating, suggesting weeks of plotting against Yandy. Fans were analyzing every word, every emoji, and every timing of the messages, trying to piece together the hidden war that had been raging right under everyone's noses. Some claimed the messages revealed attempts to manipulate confessionals, stir rumors about relationships, and even sabotage Yandy's personal projects. The intensity of the situation sparked debates, theories, and fan polls. Who started this? Is Yandy justified? And will Rasheeda and Jasmine survive this fallout? By the end of the confrontation, Yandy stormed out of the studio, leaving Jasmine and Rasheeda standing in shock, both visibly shaken and struggling to compose themselves. Insiders said that her exit was calculated, a message that she would not be underestimated or disrespected. The aftermath left producers in a panic, trying to figure out how to manage the cast and keep the storyline intact while also containing the media frenzy. The clip of the attack went viral within minutes, causing endless discussions, news articles, and online debates. Sources close to Yandy claimed that this was more than just a one-time outburst. It was a statement. It wanted to expose the hypocrisy, the secret plotting, and the betrayal that had been building for weeks. Yandy is tired of being played, one insider said. She knows what's happening, and she's making sure everyone knows she's not afraid to fight back no matter the consequences. Meanwhile, Jasmine's and Rasheeda's reputations were already taking hits online, as fans demanded answers and explanations for their part in the drama. The tension doesn't end here. Insiders hint that this confrontation is just the beginning of a much larger fallout. Messages, videos, and potential confessions are expected to surface in the coming days, promising more chaos, more revelations, and more explosive moments that could redefine the show's dynamics entirely. Fans are already speculating about alliances, revenge plots, and secret footage that hasn't been released yet. The question on everyone's mind: what will Yandy do next? And how will Jasmine and Rasheeda respond when the dust settles? One thing is clear: the hidden war Yandy exposed is far from over. The emotional stakes are sky high. The audience is hooked, and the drama is only going to escalate from here. The aftermath of Yandy's live attack left the LHH Atlanta set in utter chaos. Fans could not stop replaying the footage, with every angle revealing new layers of tension. Insiders say that what was captured on camera was only the tip of the iceberg. Behind closed doors, Jasmine and Rasheeda had been plotting for weeks, coordinating secret strategies to undermine Yandy, manipulate storylines, and even sway other cast members to their side. Now that Yandy had exposed part of their scheme, panic set in among the duo. Sources reveal that their private messages, which had been carefully hidden, were circulating online, with fans dissecting every word, emoji, and timestamp for evidence of betrayal. Kirk, who had mostly stayed on the sidelines during the initial confrontation, suddenly found himself pulled into the storm. Insiders suggest that Kirk had knowledge of some of Jasmine's and Rasheeda's actions, but had remained silent, fearing backlash or direct confrontation with Yandy. After the live incident, Kirk's calls and texts to Yandy skyrocketed, attempting to mediate, apologize, and control the narrative before it spiraled further. Yet the tension between them was thick enough to cut with a knife. Social media erupted, with fans debating whether Kirk would take Yandy's side, remain neutral, or covertly assist Jasmine and Rasheeda in salvaging their reputation. Meanwhile, Yandy wasn't staying quiet. Sources close to her revealed that she had recorded additional evidence of backstage plotting and secret communications between Jasmine and Rasheeda. In one leaked text, Rasheeda allegedly mocked Yandy's relationships and personal struggles, while Jasmine encouraged the manipulation, warning Rasheeda about who else to target. Yandy's team hinted that they might release these messages in the coming days, promising even more explosive revelations. Fans immediately speculated about the content, fueling a frenzy across Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Memes, reactions, and heated debates flooded every platform, magnifying the drama exponentially. The escalating conflict wasn't limited to just words and leaked footage. Insiders described a series of confrontations between Yandy, Kirk, Jasmine, and Rasheeda over the following days. Yandy reportedly approached Kirk in a private hallway discussion, demanding honesty and transparency. Tensions escalated as she accused him of knowing more than he admitted, and sources say that Kirk visibly struggled to maintain composure. Meanwhile, Jasmine and Rasheeda attempted damage control, sending out carefully worded social media statements and private apologies that were leaked almost immediately, further fueling the speculation and anger among fans. Each message seemed to backfire, painting them as manipulative and deceptive. The network and producers were forced to intervene. Confidential sources suggest that meetings were held behind the scenes, with higher-ups trying to mediate and prevent the conflict from consuming the set. However, the damage had been done. Yandy's public confrontation, coupled with leaked messages and viral footage, had created a storm that could not be contained. Fans were calling for accountability, demanding explanations, and even taking sides in what had now become a full-blown war between the three central figures. Insiders claimed that the energy on set was electric, with cast members walking on eggshells, fearing the next explosive incident. Then came the shocking reveal that left everyone reeling. A secret video surfaced showing Yandy confronting Jasmine and Rasheeda weeks before the live attack. In the video, Yandy calmly but firmly confronted them about behind-the-scenes manipulation. But Jasmine and Rasheeda's dismissive reactions indicated that they had no intention of stopping. This prior confrontation, combined with the live attack, painted a picture of Yandy as a woman pushed to the edge, forced to act publicly after repeated private warnings. Fans immediately connected the dots, praising her bravery and calling out the duplicity of Jasmine and LHHATL as social media buzzed. Insiders hinted at even more shocking revelations waiting to surface. One anonymous source claimed that Yandy had obtained evidence suggesting that some crew members and supporting cast were complicit in the manipulation, passing information between Jasmine and Rasheeda. This potential betrayal extended the hidden war far beyond what anyone had anticipated, suggesting that the entire dynamic of LHH Atlanta could be permanently altered. Rumors began circulating that alliances would shift dramatically in upcoming episodes, with unexpected cast members taking sides or being exposed in the process. Meanwhile, the public fallout was intense. Talk shows, entertainment blogs, and fan forums dissected every moment of the live attack. Opinions were divided. Some hailed Yandy as a hero, standing up for herself, while others criticized her for going public. Yet, the overwhelming consensus pointed to the complexity and intensity of the situation, highlighting a narrative that was both personal and professional, emotional and strategic. This layered drama kept viewers hooked, eager for every update and every new leak. proving that the stakes were higher than ever. As part 2 of the saga draws to a close, insiders suggest that the battle is far from over. The leaked footage, explosive texts, and mounting social media pressure have set the stage for an even more intense showdown. Viewers are left asking, will Yandy take further action to expose Jasmine and Rasheeda? Will the network step in to control the damage, or will the hidden war escalate beyond anyone's control? Fans are bracing for the next bombshell, ready for twists that promise to be even more shocking than what has already unfolded. One thing is certain, the live attack was just the beginning. The full story of betrayal, manipulation, and emotional warfare is only starting to emerge. Every new leak, every insider revelation, and every public reaction adds another layer to a saga that is far from over. Viewers are now on the edge of their seats, waiting to see how this explosive conflict will continue, who will survive the fallout, and who will ultimately come out on top in a war that has captured the attention of the world. The moment the leaked footage of Yandy's live attack went viral, the entire entertainment world went into a frenzy. Fans, influencers, bloggers, and rival shows couldn't stop discussing every second of the confrontation. Twitter exploded with hashtags like #YanDY attacks, #HiddenWar, and #RASHEEDA exposed, while Instagram Reels replayed the most shocking moments endlessly. Commentators dissected Yandy's every word, gesture, and expression, debating whether she had crossed the line or simply defended herself against a web of manipulation. The intensity of public attention was unprecedented for a Love and Hip Hop Atlanta episode, drawing viewers far beyond the regular fan base and into mainstream headlines. Industry insiders began weighing in on the chaos, adding another layer to the storm. Some producers described the live attack as an unpredictable nightmare, revealing that executives were scrambling to figure out how to control the narrative. A few insiders hinted that networks were already discussing potential recasts or story rewrites to manage the fallout, fearing that the conflict could overshadow the season's planned arcs. Meanwhile, rival reality shows took to social media, capitalizing on the drama by posting commentary, memes, and even behind-the-scenes rumors, fueling speculation that the hidden war might not remain confined to Yandy, Jasmine, and RASHEEDA. The cast itself was under immense pressure. Kirk, caught between loyalties and public scrutiny, became a central figure in fan debates. Insiders claim that Kirk reached out to Yandy privately, pleading for calm and offering to mediate. But Yandy's trust had been deeply shaken. Sources also revealed that Kirk had spoken with Jasmine and Rasheeda, advising them to issue public statements and apologize for any misunderstandings. However, fans noticed inconsistencies in the trio's messaging, fueling further speculation that more secrets were being concealed, and that the network's attempts at damage control were only making matters worse. As the online frenzy continued, a shocking revelation emerged. A previously unseen clip surfaced showing Rasheeda actively plotting with an unnamed cast member to manipulate the storyline in her favor. In the footage, Rasheeda is seen discussing strategies to provoke Yandy and stir tension, ensuring that the cameras captured every emotional response. The clip, which quickly circulated across fan forums and social media, was described by insiders as career-altering for those involved. Fans were outraged, calling out Rasheeda for deception and praising Yandy for exposing the manipulation, creating a massive divide in public opinion. The drama escalated further when celebrity influencers began weighing in. Several well-known figures posted their takes on Instagram and Twitter, some supporting Yandy, others criticizing her methods, and a few speculating about hidden alliances among the cast. One viral post suggested that Jasmine and Rasheeda had been coordinating with multiple crew members to influence storylines and even interfere with other cast members' personal lives. The post sparked heated debates, with fans sharing screenshots, memes, and theories about who else might be involved in the hidden war. Within hours, the post had been shared thousands of times, drawing attention from mainstream media outlets and entertainment news channels amidst the chaos. Insiders reported that Yandy was taking a calculated approach. Rather than issuing statements or engaging in public arguments, she focused on gathering evidence, documenting conversations, and preparing to reveal the full extent of backstage manipulation. Her strategy was meticulous, aiming to ensure that when she did speak publicly again, her narrative would be backed by undeniable proof. Fans speculated about potential releases, leaked messages, and undisclosed footage, creating anticipation that only intensified the ongoing drama. Each new rumor or clip released online added fuel to the fire. Leaving viewers desperate for answers, the network's response became another source of tension. Confidential sources revealed that executives were worried about potential backlash, not just from fans but also from sponsors and advertisers. Meetings were reportedly held to discuss possible edits as part of the escalating narrative. Further leaks suggested that Jasmine had secretly contacted former cast members to strategize against Yandy. Messages circulating online hinted at attempts to frame Yandy as unstable or overly aggressive, aiming to sway public perception and shift blame away from herself and Rasheeda. These leaks sent fans into a frenzy, with heated debates about morality, manipulation, and justice. Social media users dissected every line of the messages, speculating on the motives behind each word and emoji, and creating an avalanche of commentary, screenshots, and viral clips. The public's reaction was intense and polarized. Some fans celebrated Yandy's courage, calling her a hero for standing up against deception and manipulation. Others questioned her decision to confront Jasmine and Rasheeda live, arguing that airing private conflicts on national television could have unintended consequences. Influencers and podcasters joined the debate, analyzing the psychological, social, and professional dynamics at play. Polls were conducted across multiple platforms, with viewers weighing in on who was right, who was wrong, and what would happen. Next, the engagement levels were record-breaking, proving that this conflict had captured the attention of not just loyal fans, but a broader audience intrigued by raw, unfiltered reality. Industry analysts also began predicting the long-term consequences. Some suggested that the exposure of backstage plotting and manipulation could fundamentally change how reality shows handle cast conflicts. Executives, producers, and writers might need to rethink strategies for narrative development, ensuring authenticity while managing potential legal and reputational risks. Insiders speculated that Yandy's assertive actions could empower other cast members to speak up, potentially reshaping the dynamics of reality television in ways that had never been seen before. As the story continued to unfold, insiders hinted at an even more shocking development. A confidential recording allegedly captured Rasheeda discussing a plan to discredit Yandy further, involving private conversations, manipulated confessionals, and selective editing to make Yandy appear irrational. The leak of this recording, although unverified, sent waves through fan communities, sparking speculation, outrage, and a growing sense of anticipation for the next explosive episode. Fans were left on edge, eager to see how Yandy would respond, and whether the network would intervene or allow the drama to reach its peak naturally. By the end of Part 3, it was clear that the conflict between Yandy, Jasmine, and Rasheeda was far from over. The live attack had unleashed a cascade of revelations, social media chaos, and industry scrutiny that would continue to ripple for weeks. Every leaked message, every viral clip, and every insider revelation added another layer of tension, keeping fans hooked and demanding more. Viewers were left wondering, would Yandy release all the evidence she had collected? Would Jasmine and Rasheeda fight back or crumble under pressure? And most importantly, how far would the hidden war escalate before someone was forced to step down or walk away forever? The stakes were higher than ever. The drama, the leaks, the alliances, and the betrayals had transformed a single live attack into a full-blown media storm, captivating audiences and setting the stage for the next shocking chapter. Fans knew one thing for certain: this story was far from over, and the fallout promised to be even more explosive than anything seen so far, as the tension reached a boiling point. The backstage world of LHHATL became a battlefield of secrets, alliances, and betrayals. Insiders confirmed that Jasmine and Rasheeda were no longer operating alone. They had quietly recruited a few sympathetic cast members and even some crew to help manipulate storylines in their favor. Sources claim that these secret alliances had been in the works for weeks, designed to isolate Yandy and make her appear unstable to viewers and other cast members. The meticulous planning revealed a level of strategy and cunning that shocked even veteran fans of the show. Whispers of secret meetings, encrypted text exchanges, and clandestine phone calls painted a picture of a war that extended far beyond what had been captured on camera. Meanwhile, Yandy's camp wasn't sitting idle. Insiders report that she had uncovered proof of the alliances, documenting conversations and secretly recording meetings where plot lines against her were being schemed. One leaked audio snippet surfaced online, revealing Jasmine and Rasheeda discussing exactly how to provoke Yandy during a major filming day to ensure maximum audience reaction. The audio quickly went viral, leaving fans horrified by the extent of manipulation. It was no longer just a personal conflict. It had become a meticulously crafted psychological game with high stakes, where every move was calculated to influence public perception and social media narratives. Kirk, caught in the middle of the storm, became a central figure again. Sources say that he had been approached by both sides, each seeking his loyalty and knowledge. Yandy confronted Kirk privately, demanding transparency and urging him to take a stand against this secret manipulation. Meanwhile, Jasmine and Rasheeda attempted to sway him by reminding Kirk of past grievances and shared history. The tension in these private discussions was palpable, insiders say, with Kirk visibly struggling to maintain neutrality while fearing that any misstep could escalate the drama further. Fans speculated endlessly about which side he would ultimately choose, with social media debates dividing into pro-Kirk, pro-Yandy, and pro-Jasmine Rasheeda factions. The escalation didn't stop with the main players. Confidential sources revealed that a crew member had leaked private footage showing subtle interactions that were not aired, including moments where Yandy's reactions were being filmed for maximum drama. In one clip, a cast member whispered to Jasmine that Yandy was losing control, prompting Rasheeda to smile knowingly. This revelation sent shockwaves through fans, many of whom speculated that the show itself might have been complicit in amplifying tension to boost ratings. Hashtags like #LHHScandal and #HiddenWar trended globally, with fan theories about inside puppeteers fueling even more discussion. At the center of this maelstrom, Yandy was preparing her next move. Insiders say she reached out to former cast members who had witnessed behind-the-scenes plotting, building a network of support and gathering more evidence. Her strategy was to release a series of revelations that would expose the full extent of deception, manipulation, and alliances against her. One leaked message from Yandy to a close ally stated, "They think they can control the narrative, but I have everything. I just need the right moment." Fans instantly speculated about what she had, ranging from hidden texts and videos to secret confessions captured off-camera. Anticipation grew to a fever pitch, with viewers counting the hours until the next explosive revelation. The drama reached a new level when a mysterious tip emerged. A previously unknown party was allegedly recording private conversations between Yandy, Kirk, Jasmine, and Rasheeda. Insiders suggest that this third party could be a former cast member, an ambitious crew member, or even an outsider looking to capitalize on the scandal. The implications were staggering. Suddenly, every action, every whispered conversation, and every subtle gesture could be weaponized, turning the backstage world into a minefield of potential leaks. Fans were glued to social media, dissecting every rumor and anticipating the next shocking release. Meanwhile, social media engagement hit unprecedented levels. Influencers, bloggers, and news outlets amplified every leaked clip, snippet, and insider revelation. Debates raged about morality, strategy, and the authenticity of reality television. Some hailed Yandy as a heroine, exposing manipulation, while others accused her of escalating conflicts for attention. Memes, reaction videos, and fan polls flooded the platforms, each building more tension and anticipation. The lines between reality and performance blurred, making it impossible for fans to separate staged moments from genuine confrontations. As filming continued, insiders revealed that the network began to fear an uncontrollable narrative. Executives, LHHATL held emergency meetings to discuss potential interventions, including editing episodes, issuing public statements, or even temporarily halting production to prevent further escalation. Sources claim that some producers were secretly rooting for the conflict to explode, believing that the ensuing chaos would drive ratings to record highs. Fans, however, remained unaware of the network's internal strategy, interpreting every move as part of the unfolding war between the central cast members. Then came the jaw-dropping twist. An anonymous insider leaked a video showing Yandy confronting Jasmine and Rasheeda with undeniable proof of their secret alliances. The confrontation was private, tense, and explosive. Yandy's calm but firm demeanor contrasted sharply with Jasmine and Rasheeda's shocked reactions. Whispers of apologies, denials, and threats could be heard in the background. The leak quickly spread online, instantly going viral and igniting debates across fan communities, blogs, and even mainstream media outlets. Hashtags like #YandyysRevenge and #LHHShocker dominated global trends. Viewers were left stunned, trying to piece together what had just unfolded and what it meant for the future of the show. Insiders hint that this confrontation was just the beginning. While Yandy had exposed Jasmine and Rasheeda, the alliances and manipulations ran deeper than anyone realized. Fans speculated about possible retaliation, new betrayals, and further secret strategies that could come to light in upcoming episodes. The anticipation was so intense that viewers reported refreshing social media platforms constantly, eager for even the slightest hint of what would happen next. Theories ranged from complete cast shakeups to dramatic exits, secret alliances turning public, and unforeseen twists that could change everything. By the end of Part 4, it was clear that the stakes had never been higher. The live attack, the secret alliances, the leaks, and the public frenzy had transformed a simple backstage conflict into a full-scale war that captivated fans worldwide. Every move, message, and leaked clip added tension, leaving viewers desperate for the next bombshell. The hidden war had escalated beyond the control of the cast, the network, and even social media. Fans were left on the edge of their seats, anxiously waiting to see who would strike next, who would betray whom, and how the drama would ultimately unfold. One thing was certain: the next revelation promised to be bigger, more explosive, and utterly unforgettable. The question on everyone's mind, what shocking truth would finally bring this hidden war to the surface, remained unanswered. Setting the stage for an epic showdown in Part 5, the tension that had been simmering behind. The scenes of LHH Atlanta finally reached its breaking point. After weeks of speculation, leaked footage, and whispered secrets, the cast and fans alike were bracing for what insiders described as the most explosive day in reality television history. Yandy, having strategically gathered evidence of Jasmine and Rasheeda's secret alliances, decided to strike at the perfect moment. Sources reveal that she coordinated with a trusted former cast member, planning a public reveal that would not only expose manipulation, but also shake the very foundation of the show. The day began innocuously. Filming had started as usual, with cast members interacting on camera while unaware of the storm brewing just off stage. Insiders report that Yandy remained unusually calm, her demeanor steady yet focused. She had meticulously prepared, lining up proof of text messages, secret meetings, and video footage showing Jasmine and Rasheeda plotting against her. Fans had been speculating about a big reveal, but no one expected the level of shock that was about to unfold. The confrontation began subtly. During a casual conversation, Yandy suddenly produced screenshots of secret messages between Jasmine, Rasheeda, and several sympathetic crew members. The room fell silent as cast members began to realize the depth of the deception. Kirk Frost, previously caught in the crossfire of loyalties, was visibly stunned. Insiders claim that for the first time, Kirk appeared to fully understand how orchestrated the manipulation had been. Social media users immediately caught wind of the confrontation through leaked snippets, sparking a frenzy as viewers dissected every reaction. Gesture and word in real time. Then came the bombshell. Yandy revealed a never-before-seen recording of Rasheeda discussing a plan to deliberately sabotage her on camera. In the clip, Rasheeda is heard detailing steps to provoke Yandy into an emotional outburst while ensuring that cameras captured the moment perfectly. The audio was unambiguous, leaving no room for denial. Fans erupted online, calling the clip career-ending for Rasheeda. Hashtags like #RASHEEDA exposed, #YandYS revenge, and #hidden war trended globally, dominating social media discussions, and even making headlines in mainstream entertainment outlets. Jasmine, feeling the pressure, attempted to defend herself publicly, claiming that Yandy was exaggerating and that the leaks were taken out of context. However, insiders leaked additional footage showing Jasmine actively collaborating with Chasco on KOA. Look at this. And we all know I've been exploring that. And we all know I've been exploring that path. We call it with Chasco. While KOA with Melissa stays a rating, and that the leaks were discord.quav with KOA/release, KOA/release, /KOA/lead. While we conwide we're in Sawad, Kasawai/ny/ay kase with kanwai kakik with kanishik kasi we kata like to get you like guy we to seka you to see ice decide you die you cat to cut with the eye you give the you continue guide the guy to got did that I will I beat I let you say Rasheeda to manipulate events, contradicting her defense. The back and forth between Yandy, Jasmine, and Rasheeda created an intense cycle of revelation and counter-revelation, leaving fans glued to screens and analysts debating the authenticity and morality of the unfolding drama. Amidst the chaos, a shocking betrayal came to light. A trusted crew member, previously believed to be neutral, was revealed to have secretly been feeding information to Jasmine and Rasheeda, attempting to undermine Yandy's strategy. Sources claim that this betrayal caught Yandy off guard initially, but she quickly adapted, using the leaked intel to her advantage. By turning the betrayal into evidence of manipulation, Yandy demonstrated a level of strategic thinking that few had anticipated, further solidifying her role as the dominant force. In the ongoing conflict, as the drama continued, insider reports indicated that Kirk Frost was forced to make a choice. After witnessing the full extent of deception, he publicly sided with Yandy, confronting Jasmine and Rasheeda directly. This decision shocked fans, many of whom had speculated that Kirk might remain neutral or even covertly assist Jasmine and Rasheeda. Social media exploded with commentary, with fans praising Kirk for taking a stand while simultaneously speculating about how this new alliance would impact future episodes and potential storylines. But the twists were far from over. Shortly after Kirk's public support of Yandy, another previously hidden layer of betrayal emerged. Insiders leaked messages showing that one of Yandy's closest allies had been secretly negotiating with Jasmine, threatening to switch sides, unless offered financial or professional incentives. This revelation added a shocking complexity to the narrative, forcing fans to reconsider their understanding of loyalty, strategy, and morality within the cast. Hashtags like #doublecross, #LHHShock, and #betrayal surfaced across social media, with discussion threads rapidly multiplying as viewers dissected each new leak, as if the drama wasn't intense enough. Insiders hinted at a potentially revelation, a secret affair involving a high-profile cast member that had been hidden for months. Although the identity of the individual remained unconfirmed, rumors spread like wildfire, adding yet another dimension to an already explosive storyline. Fans speculated endlessly, creating countless theories about who might be involved and what impact the revelation would have on relationships and alliances within the show. The anticipation was nearly unbearable, with every leaked clip or post adding fuel to the fire. Meanwhile, the network's response became increasingly urgent. Executives were reportedly in emergency meetings, concerned that the escalating conflict could have both legal and reputational consequences. Insiders suggest that some producers were pushing to edit footage to downplay certain confrontations, while others advocated for letting the drama play out unfiltered, anticipating record-breaking ratings. The tension between controlling the narrative and maximizing viewer engagement added another layer of intrigue for fans and industry watchers alike. By the climax of Part 5, the full scope of manipulation, betrayal, and secret alliances had been revealed. Yandy had successfully exposed the hidden war, forcing Jasmine and Rasheeda into defensive positions, while Kirk had realigned his loyalties, dramatically shifting the balance of power. Fans were left in awe, reacting to the sheer audacity of the moves, the complexity of the strategies, and the relentless intensity of the conflicts. The online discourse reached fever pitch with debates, memes, and theories consuming fans' attention around the clock. And then, just as viewers thought they had seen the peak of drama, insiders dropped a final, shocking twist. A confidential clip surfaced suggesting that Yandy might not have been entirely innocent either. The footage hinted at moments where she may have strategically exaggerated certain reactions or withheld critical information to manipulate perceptions. While the implications were unclear, fans immediately began theorizing about the next phase of the saga, questioning who truly had the upper hand and whether further surprises awaited in the upcoming episodes. The cliffhanger left audiences desperate for Part 6, with anticipation reaching an unprecedented level. By the end of Part 5, the stage was perfectly set for the final showdown. The intricate web of betrayals, alliances, and explosive revelations had transformed what began as a personal conflict into a full-scale, multi-layered media spectacle. Every cast member, crew, insider, and fan was now deeply entangled in the unfolding narrative, waiting to see who would rise, who would fall, and what shocking secrets would be revealed next. The hidden war had reached a crescendo, leaving one burning question lingering in the minds of all viewers: who would emerge victorious? And who would be permanently exposed in the explosive conclusion? The tension that had gripped LHH Atlanta for weeks reached its ultimate peak. After Part 5's explosive revelations, fans were glued to every clip, every snippet, and every leaked message, trying to piece together the ultimate fate of Yandy, Jasmine, Rasheeda, and Kirk. Insiders confirmed that the network had organized a special filming session where the culmination of the hidden war would finally play out. The anticipation was unlike anything seen before, with cameras rolling and production staff on high alert, knowing that every moment captured could become a historic viral sensation. As filming began, Yandy entered with an air of controlled dominance, carrying herself with confidence and purpose. Sources reveal that she had prepared an arsenal of evidence, meticulously curated to ensure that Jasmine and Rasheeda could no longer deflect blame or manipulate perception. Fans noticed immediately that her demeanor had shifted. She was no longer reacting, she was orchestrating. The subtle tension in the room was palpable as whispers and sideways glances hinted at the brewing confrontation about to explode. Kirk Frost, fully aligned with Yandy after Part 5, took a visible stance beside her. Insiders report that his presence acted as a stabilizing yet intimidating force, signaling to Jasmine and Rasheeda that the power dynamics had irrevocably changed. Rasheeda, usually composed under pressure, appeared unsettled, frequently exchanging frantic glances with Jasmine. The cameras caught every micro-expression, a furrowed brow, a tense jawline, and the occasional hand tremor. Fans quickly took to social media, dissecting every subtle movement and theorizing about the impending fallout. Hashtags like #FinalShowdown, #LaDrama, and #YandyYS war trended globally. The confrontation began subtly, with Yandy addressing Jasmine first. She calmly but firmly recounted every deception, alliance, and secret meeting, referencing timestamps, messages, and even leaked footage from off-camera interactions. The detail was staggering, leaving Jasmine struggling to formulate a coherent defense. Rasheeda attempted to interject, but Yandy strategically silenced her with precise counterpoints, demonstrating a level of preparation and cunning that left the audience and insiders astonished. Fans watching online described this sequence as like a chess match being played in real life. Each move calculated and deadly. Then came the bombshell moment. Yandy unveiled an entirely new piece of evidence, a video showing a hidden conversation between Rasheeda and a previously unknown ally, plotting a secret scheme to not only discredit Yandy, but also manipulate other cast members into turning against her. Insiders claim that the footage was obtained through discreet sources who had been monitoring the alliances from the beginning. The revelation sent a shockwave through the room, with Jasmine visibly panicking and Rasheeda momentarily losing composure. Viewers online erupted, calling it the moment everything changed forever. But the twists didn't stop there. Kirk, once caught in the middle of loyalties, made an unexpected move that stunned everyone. Sources say he presented evidence of his own, a set of messages showing Jasmine attempting to recruit him secretly. Despite publicly pretending to align with Yandy, this revelation shifted the narrative further, exposing yet another layer of deception and betrayal. Fans couldn't get enough, flooding social media with comments, memes, and reaction videos, dissecting Kirk's role as both a mediator and a participant in the drama. The complexity of alliances had reached levels never seen before in reality TV history. Amidst this chaos, insiders revealed that the network had decided to step back, allowing the drama to unfold organically on camera, realizing that any intervention could dilute the explosive impact. The cast, aware of the cameras capturing every reaction, escalated their confrontations further. Private whispers became public accusations, subtle gestures became symbolic battles, and the tension between Yandy, Jasmine, and Rasheeda reached fever pitch. Viewers described the energy as electrifying, with every second feeling like a ticking time bomb. Just when it seemed the showdown couldn't get more intense, an anonymous leak surfaced showing a private conversation between Yandy and a crew member, discussing the possibility of a final reveal that could end the war once and for all. Insiders suggest that this revelation would involve exposing not only cast manipulations, but also production-level complicity, potentially rewriting the narrative of the show itself. Speculation ran rampant online, with fans theorizing about shocking exits, career-destroying secrets, and alliances crumbling under the weight of exposure. The ultimate climax arrived when Yandy confronted both Jasmine and Rasheeda simultaneously, presenting evidence so damning that even their closest allies were forced to reevaluate loyalties. Sources confirm that the confrontation included a dramatic display of previously unseen footage, crypted messages, and leaked confessions, each piece meticulously presented to maximize impact. Fans described the moment as apocalyptic for the guilty parties, with social media comments expressing disbelief, excitement, and intense speculation about what would happen next. But the finale wasn't without another jaw-dropping twist. Insiders revealed that during the confrontation, previously silent cast member whose motives had been shrouded in mystery stepped forward to reveal a secret alliance with Yandy, bringing to light a shocking piece of evidence that no one anticipated. The revelation sent shockwaves through the room, shifting power dynamics yet again and leaving viewers in utter disbelief. Hashtags like #LHH Final Twist, #YandYS Victory, and #Shocking Alliance dominated trending charts, capturing global attention and sparking widespread discussion as filming concluded. It became clear that the consequences of the showdown would be far-reaching. Insiders predict major shifts in alliances, potential exits of key cast members, and the unraveling of long-hidden secrets. Fans are left on edge, speculating about which revelations will make it to the final cut, which will be edited out, and how the narrative will continue to unfold in future episodes. The impact on social media, ratings, and fan engagement is expected to be unprecedented by the end of Part 6. The ultimate showdown had delivered everything promised: intense confrontations, betrayals exposed, strategic brilliance, and shocking twists. Viewers are left with one lingering, electrifying question: who will truly rise above the chaos? Who will be permanently exposed, and what shocking revelation will be unleashed in the final chapter? The stage is set for an unforgettable cliffhanger, leaving fans desperate for answers and craving the next explosion. You believe everything that just went down? Yandy exposed secrets, betrayals were revealed, and the ultimate showdown left everyone speechless. But here's the real question: what happens next? Who will survive the fallout, and who's about to be completely exposed? Fans are already going wild on social media, dissecting every clip, every whisper, every move. This is just the beginning, and the story is far from over. You don't want to miss what's coming, because insiders are already hinting at even bigger shocks, more betrayals, and jaw-dropping twists that could change everything. Smash that like button if you're ready for the next part, subscribe to stay on top of all the drama, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single explosive update. Trust us, this hidden war is about to get even more insane, and you'll want to be front row for all of it. Installment of the LHH Atlanta saga.